Nobo Lobo had caught up to us, and we made plans to hike together from Bennington until FG and I left for Alaska. I checked with the Catamount hotel owner, and he said the shuttle was going back out to the mountains at 8:45. Nobo Lobo's son had joined him in Bennington to hike for 3 days to Manchester Center. They were going to leave around 10:30, so they would catch up to us later. FG and I got started on the long, steep uphill out. Halfway up, we sat on a rock to wait. Along comes Dakota. We hadn't seen him since Delaware Water Gap. He had taken time off to go back home for the 4th of July. He brought his camper van back out and had joined forces with Dutch, who we first met in New York, hiking with his chocolate lab Duke. They are camping in campgrounds. Dutch has a pickup camper. They bring one vehicle out and one person hikes south to the vehicle, the other north, or they park on at one end and the other at the other end and hike together. AC at the end of the day, lighter packs and food. I am thinking they figured out the best way to enjoy the trail. Dutch came along and we all talked for a little while before everyone moved on. We made it to a shelter that had pristine cold water. FG and I filtered a couple liters each, ate a bunch of snacks, and waited for Nobo, Lobo, and Son to arrive. They arrived in short order. We decided to push to the next shelter as there was still plenty of daylight left. The next shelter on the Far Out app said the tenting was not great and had few spots. We arrived and the 10 spots were taken, so FG, Nobo Lobo's son, Brooklyn, and I set up in the shelter that had a beautiful clearing in front to watch the sunrise the next morning. Nobo Lobo had a sore on his foot and wanted the tent to take care of it. Plus, he thinks I snore. He found a spot on the rocks behind the shelter. Luckily, he had a sleeping pad. After some ramen noodles and snacks, it was lights out after a 14.4 mile day.